What if I told you there was a time when messages were never written, yet nothing was misunderstood? A time when a feather could end a war, when a piece of kola could insult a king, when silence carried more authority than speech. In Yoruba land, before paper and ink, meaning traveled through objects, this was Aroko, the Yoruba system of symbolic communication. Aroko was not decoration, it was not art, it was language. In traditional Yoruba society, certain objects carried agreements that everyone understood. Chiefs, elders, kings, and messengers alike. The message was not sent with words, but with items carefully chosen and arranged. A tied boom meant unity or a call for collective action. A broken kola nut meant rejection, conflict, or insult. White chalk spoke of peace, purity, or reconciliation. A palm from one of danger, restriction, or sacred boundaries. The calabash with charcoal signaled war or severe displeasure. Nothing was random, nothing was explained. The object spoke for itself. Aroko could not be misquoted, it could not be twisted, it could not be denied. You couldn't say that's not what it meant because the culture already decided what it meant. In a world without phones, without paper, without recordings, Aroko created clarity, authority, and order. Kings used Aroko to summon change. Family used it to propose alliances or declare dispute. Community used it to ward enemies without sending soldiers. A messenger could walk into a town, drop an object, bow, and leave. No argument, no negotiation. The message had already been delivered. Because in Yoruba culture, meaning was communal, not personal. You didn't interpret Aroko the way you liked. You interpreted it the way the culture agreed. Perhaps the most powerful thing about Aroko was what it didn't need. No shouting, no persuasion, no explanation, just symbols and understanding. Today, words travel fast, yet meaning often arrives late. But in the time of Aroko, silence carried weight, objects carried truth, and culture carried memory. Aroko reminds us of a Yoruba world where communication was not loud, it was precise, where messages were not spoken, they were understood. If Aroko still existed today, what object do you think would carry the most powerful message? Tell me in the comments.